Welcome to Thursday. This is the lesson on vertebrates part 3. We're going to be looking at pages 112 to 115. When you are done, you're going to go to Google Classroom and find the forum called page 115, numbers 1 through 3. Okay, let's start with our first group of the day. This is the arthropods. Arthropods are the most numerous animals on the earth. Scientists say that at least half of everything that is known as far as species goes is an arthropod. Arthropod are animals that have jointed legs and segmented bodies. Another characteristic of an arthropod is its exoskeleton. An exoskeleton is the hard covering that acts like a knight's armor. It protects the arthropod's body. It also falls off and is replaced. That's called molting. Many arthropods also have antennae, and as you can see, there's several here on the screen, but we're going to look at them in smaller groups. So everything we're going to talk today is an arthropod, but let me show you smaller groups. So the first group I want to talk about are crustaceans. Crustaceans are what you would find at a seafood restaurant. You've probably seen crustaceans like shrimp, lobsters, and crabs. They have 5 pairs of jointed legs, and they have 2 pair of antennae, as you can see in those pictures there. They breathe through gills, and a lot of them have claws. Okay, another kind of arthropod are arachnids. Arachnids includes things such as spiders, scorpions, ticks, mites. They have 8 legs, and they have 2 body segments. Spiders are the most familiar arachnids you've seen. They have 8 eyes, but that doesn't mean they all have good eyesight. Only the ones that don't use webs to catch their food have good eyesight. The ones that use webs to catch their food are very good at smell and touch. Let's look at another group of arthropods. You've seen these guys, centipedes and millipedes. They have many body segments. A centipede, let's just look at a centipede for now. Centipedes have 1 pair of legs on each side of their segment. And a millipede has 2 pairs of legs. So the millipede, 2 pairs on each side. Centipedes' front legs have poisonous fangs. They pounce on their prey and they inject poison from those fangs. Millipedes, on the other hand, do not have poisonous fangs. Okay, here's another example of an arthropod. Insects. Insects are one of the largest and most diverse group of animals. In fact, 90% of all arthropods are insects. Insects have 3 body segments. They have, I'll try to draw them here. They have the head. They have the thorax. And then they have what we call the abdomen. They have 3 pairs of legs on the thorax. They have mostly 2 pairs of wings. And an insect becomes an adult through a process we call metamorphosis. So there's 2 kinds of metamorphosis. The first one is called incomplete metamorphosis. And that is where there's 3 stages. You start out as an egg. The egg hatches, and the insect looks just like the adult, but its wings are not functional, and we call it a nymph at that point. Then the nymph molts many times, and it grows and grows and becomes an adult. During this time, the insect's wings eventually become functional. That's the incomplete. Now, on the other hand, complete metamorphosis over here is where you have 4 stages. The egg hatches and it becomes what we call a larva, or you might know it as a caterpillar. The larva does not look like the adult at all. In fact, you would think that it wasn't even related. The caterpillar looked very different than the adults. The larva eats as much as possible in order to get ready for the next stage. The next stage is what we call pupa, or you might call it when the cocoon happens on the caterpillar. And the insect does not eat for a while. That's why it ate so much to begin with. It doesn't eat for a while, and it's growing wings, it's growing body segments, and finally, when it's all done, it becomes an adult, and it looks just like an adult. So that's the difference in the two. So back to incomplete, it goes from egg to nymph. The nymph has non-functioning wings, and then eventually it does get the function of its wings, and then we call it an adult. So it's just 3 stages. In complete metamorphosis, egg, larva, pupa, and then it becomes an adult. So those are the differences between the two. Okay, now it's your turn. So you can go ahead and go to page 112 to 115, read it over, look at the video again if you like, and then go to the form called 115, numbers 1 through 3, fill out that form. Have a great day.